Welcome back to StartupHakk. I'm Spencer Thomason, and with my 25 years of development experience here at StartupHakk, we turn beginners into full-stack developers in as little as 3 months. Today, we're diving into an exciting development in the world of AI and .NET programming. OpenAI has just unveiled a new library for .NET, making it easier for developers to integrate powerful AI capabilities into their applications. For .NET developers, this library is a game changer. It reduces the complexity associated with integrating AI into applications, saving valuable development time. Developers can now focus on building innovative features rather than dealing with the intricacies of AI model integrations. Additionally, the library's support for asynchronous programming in .NET ensures that the applications remain responsive even when performing intensive AI tasks. I know we've just been using the REST API to do the curl calls, but this has made it so much easier and will definitely make it faster. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so let's go through our slides here really quick, and these are just going to be a couple of slides here really fast. So let's run through these really quick, and then we can get to the code, which is, I'm sure, what everybody wants. So Microsoft is heralding the arrival of an official OpenAI library for .NET developers. This library supports the complete OpenAI API and OpenAI's latest flagship model, GPT 4.40, which at the time of this recording is the latest, which can reason across audio, vision, and text in real time. So OpenAI .NET API libraries now in beta support the entire OpenAI API, including Assistant v2 and chat completions, as well as the GPT 4.0 model. All right, now the library support on GitHub, and it'll be kept up to date, and so I'll include a link down below for the GitHub. So it is open source. The OpenAI .NET API library is compatible with .NET Standard 2.0 applications. However, some code samples in OpenAI's .NET API library document might depend on newer language features. I know even as we were doing this, we wrote one, and then one of the betas broke. And so just, while it's in beta, we're going to have to all be patient, but hopefully this will be ready soon. Developers will need an API key to call the REST Open API. So to install this, it's really simple. .NET API package OpenAI pre-release, or if you're in Visual Studio, and you go to your .NET libraries, you can go to your package libraries. So if you go to your to the browser here, you can see that it's OpenAI. You do need to make sure that you include the checkbox for pre-release, or as we were showing in the slide, just use the command line and .NET add package OpenAI pre-release. Let's jump back into the code sample here. So this is actually a fairly underwhelming code sample, which is actually kind of the purpose of this whole thing, is that it is a fairly underwhelming code sample. So that's actually what's pretty exciting about this. So all you do is use the OpenAI chat. You can see the model. We can select 4.0. You can see all the models that are available. If for some reason you want to use different ones, this is where you would put your OpenAPI key. I'm not going to put mine out here for fairly obvious reasons. Hopefully it's obvious. If you're not really sure why it's obvious, check the chat. Leave a comment on why you don't think it would be obvious that I wouldn't include that, and we'll have a great discussion. I love getting comments. I've made tons of videos based off comments, so make sure that you leave me some comments. Even if it's just say, hey, hi, I love meeting new people across the web. All right, so here we'd take the message, what is the weather like today? We pass it in, and it will reply it back to us. Make sure you download the code samples. So if you want to get started using it, we give some really good code samples. This one, like I said, is a little underwhelming, but there's a lot of different other code that you can get out on their site. They do give on the GitHub link, which I'll put in the code here down below. They do provide a lot of different sample code in here as well for how to use the library here. And so you can see it's actually even being able to use an audio client that's included in the library, as well as the chat streaming, which you can do asynchronously now. So a lot of different great features that are included now. And again, this will continue to be updated because, of course, this is GitHub and this is open source. So I'll leave this link also down below there. So their code samples might be slightly more than ours, but all in all, you end up with glad that we could get this up to speed for you here. So this is a great, easy, simple way now for developers to be able to include AI capabilities into their applications in a very simple, seamless way. Now, we've also built on top of a couple of other things, so if you ever want to hit me up on any other AI topics, we actually run our own LLMs locally on our systems for AskMini.ai. Those are actually a lot of different models. We actually host Mistral as well as Gemini, as well as then also allow you to link into ChatGPT. But we allow you to be able to do it, and you can actually select the whole page or just part of the page. And you can actually see the plugin here. This is the Ask Mini AI plugin. Here, I'm going to move my head so you can see it. Oop, let's move my head, not the other part. So it's actually really handy because then you can actually chat with any of these. Right now we have Google Gemma, ChatGPT, Mistral, Llama Lite, and then Stablecode, which is a really fun one. So we are running these all local. But you can also use OpenAI's ChatGPT on here as well. One of the other really cool features about this, though, is you can actually say summarize this page, and it's actually going to run against all of these different AIs, and it will actually summarize for each of those. So make sure you check out askmini.ai. And also make sure you pull down the code from the latest code sample, and we'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because we bring you lots of great tutorials and tips that every developer should know. See you next time.